through your goal and what's going through your head when you're even attempting something like that.
Not much. I think gets the first touch, and I'm thinking, well, there's no way off in front of me, so the best thing I can do is just kind of backheel it in. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. It worked out that time, so pretty cool.
Do you feel like that's representative of confidence of how you're playing right now?
Yeah, I think, I haven't been scoring goals, but I think I've been playing some of my best soccer that I had since I've been here, so it's good to, add a goal to that as well, so it was cool in the fashion that it came as well, but I think the biggest thing is that, contributed to a win, so it's cool.
Eric mentioned kind of how that you and Robin and Joaquin have kind of been able to connect tonight. What did you feel like it's been clicking for you guys?
I think for us, playing with both of them means that I don't really have to drop in as much because they're both so mobile and they both are players who can get on the ball and make things happen. And you see Joaquin loves being on the ball, and he's so clever on it. So it just gives me the ability to stay up high and kind of just focus on making runs in behind and just kind of making life difficult for the center backs. So I think it's been a good balance to, even get Rob a little higher, get Joaquin a little higher, and you see what they're doing in those positions when they get it. So it's been pretty cool.
Does it feel sort of comfortable playing as a single striker rather than with two up front?
I think we were doing pretty well with the two up front as well. I think we hit a little bit of a tough run there with the two, but I think either playing with two or playing with one, we'll always find ways to win the game. So either way, I think I'm pretty good with it.
Is staying up high sort of what changes when you go from 2 to 1?
Yes, there's less of an emphasis to drop in as much to try and connect play, because I think that's one thing that we struggle with sometimes. Connecting passes and, moving it from one side to the other, and having me just stay up there means that, whether it's Carlos or Will or Joaquin or Rob, they all just move so well and they're all really interchangeable. So it makes it, you can see today we're playing some beautiful football, and that's just because they felt free to play and they were so close to each other and they were able to play off each other really well.
Do you see things kind of really open up for you guys in the second half? Obviously they've winless in 9. Did you kind of feel their will kind of break and you guys see they open things up in the second half?
Well, to be fair, I don't even think most guys knew they were winless in 9. I think for us it was just a way of responding to how Wednesday went. I think we weren't really satisfied with the effort that we put in on Wednesday. So I think today the coach's message to us is just make sure you respond. And Will said before the game, he's like, teams that win championship find ways to win these games. So I think the onus was on us to, especially being at home, to come out here and take the game to them and not kind of fall into that lull that we did against Vancouver. And I think from the first minute we did that, and even in the first half we could have had a couple goals, and in the second half it just worked out well for us.
Eric mentioned Vancouver as well. Is that something that kind of stuck with you guys, kind of how you guys played in that one?
Yeah, I think we probably showed them a little bit too much respect and, didn't back ourselves enough. And I think going into this game, a lot of people might think, okay, we're not a possession team, so we might, wait for them to kind of come to us and go from there. But I think from the first minute, we know we can play. We know we can play when the opportunity presents itself. And you can see today we played really well and we moved the ball really well.
When you're playing the same team again on Wednesday, does that sort of add a little extra motivation to try to bury him in the second half?
Not really, to be honest. I think both of us, if we had a choice, you don't want to play the same team back-to-back. So I think Wednesday is going to be a completely different game. I think it's going to pose different challenges, and I think there's a trophy on the line, so we're going to put our best foot forward for sure.
Is there a level of freshness for you guys, just given how many changes you guys had from Wednesday?
I think so. I think, a lot of us played only 30 minutes on Wednesday, so probably had a little bit more legs to go today. But, you see them too. They make a couple of changes. Klaus doesn't start this game, so you can see they changed a couple of things up as well. But I just think we wanted it more today.
How nice does it feel to come out and play such a complete game? 3 goals, clean sheet, it's the 7th this season, just total dominating performance.
These are the games that you play for, to be honest. I think we work so hard every day in training and even in the games, and when you're able to put together a quote-unquote perfect game with the clean sheet, scoring multiple games, multiple goal scorers, and just feel like you played from minute 1 to minute 90, I think these are the ones that you look back on when the season's over and you remember it pretty fondly.
You hadn't scored since New York in April. Did it feel like it was that long? Or?
The more I play, the more I try not to let it bother me as much when I go stretches without, scoring. Like I said before, I thought I've been playing really well, even without getting those goals. So, the thing for me is, what do my coaches want from me? And every time after games, I'm getting good feedback from them. They're telling me I'm playing well and that the goal will come. And, glory to God it came today. And, if I don't score, I think it is what it is as well. As long as we win games. That's the most important thing for me.
Thank you.